The dresser that we're looking at beside you, where did that come from?
Well, apparently that was made locally in the Ballinamulta area. There used to be a creamery there, which is a well-known part of County Waterford, between here and Clonmel, about 4 miles up the road. And we don't know where, or we don't know who made it, but we do know that there were other dressers, the very same as it, in the area. Now, at least 3 other, a family up there was able to tell me, that they had seen the very same dresser there.
Who owned this dresser before you got it?
Oh, the Hackett family who lived here. It was made for them, when they were set up in the house. And they got it made, I'd say. They were very, very tidy men. They tilled the fields right into the butt of the fence. And they had the nicest cows you ever saw. And they bred some lovely horses here. And the horse buyers of Ireland, the big fellas looking for would-be jumping horses, or even sport horses of any kind, they'd come here to know who around the county had a good horse for sale, and they'd know because they'd meet them at fairs and things, and they'd talk to them. They knew everybody. They were a mine of information, and they were very, very careful in what they did.
And the 2 men, this was their dresser in their home?
That was the dresser that was in the house that they lived in.
And you have photographs of the dresser?
I have photographs of the house.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was derelict when this was taken. Will I put it on something?
Yeah, I can see it there now. That's fine, Madge. And is that photograph there? That's the house, Madge?
That's the house.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was ever thatched, but the outhouses were thatched because I saw the thatch being taken off them.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I came around first. And these are the 2 men, Tom and Jim Hackett, and that's their mother in the middle, and she lived here, and that's the sister then in between them. This fella was a great dancer. We used to love to get a dance from him, and he was small, but God was he lively. And this was the businessman. He's the fella that he was the horse specialist, and they were great farmers. Brilliant. And that's their mother.
And you photographs there of the dresser when it was in their ownership?
In their house.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, lovely.
I hope I'm not.
It was painted?
It was painted blue, and so were all the cupboards actually.
Oh, I noticed, Madge, as well, that the willow pattern plates are the same as the ones you have here.
Oh,
now.
They are, yeah. Well, there was one addition because one of them fell apart, and I found the other one. A fella had thrown them out after throwing stuff. A fella bought a farm and he threw out whatever delf was there. And my husband and I went along to see this farm because his sister was married to the fella that bought it. And we got one of those blue plates thrown out with the rubbish.
Way.
So of course I brought it home and gave it a good home.
And tell me this, when did you get your hands on the dresser?
Around the 1960s, I would think. Sure, we were married in 66, I think, so it was after that. Oh God, whenever we bought it, might be up as far as the 80s. Do you remember that dresser, Valerie? Or when we bought it?
It was about 25 years ago.
I had it out in the calf pen, and that's where I took the paint off it.
So tell me that story. Where did you have it?
I had it out in a calving pen. It was summertime and there was nothing in the pen, so I had it all to myself, and I could use it away, and I did it with paint stripper and little, what do you call them, those scrapers, yeah, mostly.
And you got rid of all the paint?
I used to do a bit every day, and I enjoyed doing it. And sure, I never thought I'd be putting it in a house. And then when we bought this place, I said, it's a pity not to use it. I was doing it it was a kind of a fad at that time. People were restoring old furniture. Yeah. I also got a sideboard there. But after that, there was nothing else then. The rest of them were too old. Other people got them.
And I see as well, you've got a photograph of all the bits and pieces on it here. Look, down here, you have a photograph there.
Oh yes, well these they were washed up at this stage. Yeah, there was a jug and basin. That's up in the loft at home. And that's they had that picture hanging on the wall. It's a well-known. I don't know what it is. It is a well-known. Do you know who painted that, Valerie? It's somewhere. I'd say it's up in the attic too at home.
And tell me this, Madge.
And there's this. I think there's a sideboard back there.
Yeah.
It got just too buckety to do anything about it, but it was nice. I had no place to put it anyway, so I left it there.
And tell me, Madge, is there anything on that from your own mother or father or anyone on the dresser there now that we're looking at here?
Anything on them?
Yeah, you got memorial cards there, I see.
I have, yeah. That's my father. Now he was reared down in Ballinamela, and he was his father was jobbing in cattle and things, and that's what he was doing for a few years. And when he was 23, he went to America, and he worked there for 10 years and came home with the price of a farm. And he had an aunt there already, and her husband, and they kept him on the straight and narrow. And he worked on the building of the Empire State, actually.
No way.
He was always very proud of that.
That man there, show me him again.
This fella.
Your father?
Yeah.
Matthew O'Brien.
Matthew O'Brien, a great man to ride a horse and everything. He was a jack of all trades, really.
That's lovely.
And that's my sister, Teresa. She's gone in before us. And there's another sister.
I know. Sorry to hear that.
And I have my brother Jim died young. He's not here. And my brother John died 2 or 3 years ago. He was well known too. He had he used to be welding things and fixing things for people. He was very good. People called him a genius, actually.
You're not too bad with your hands either, if you're able to strip all that off in a carving pen.
Well, that was long ago. I was pretty useful, and I was able to milk cows as well and feed calves.
Yeah.
They nearly broke my back feeding calves.
Yeah. And tell me this, you were telling me, I noticed all the plates are leaning forward on this dresser. Do you remember in Waterford years ago, was it similar?
The few dressers I saw, I used to go into the local houses in Kilnafrain. Well, some of them were too dark to see what was inside them, but I know I went into Fahey's and there was a very old dresser and they all leaned forward, every one of them. They weren't the same as that though, they were very different, but that was the idea. They'd usually have those on the lower shelf, the big plates.
Yeah.
And the dinner plates then would be up there, they'd take them down for the dinner. And usually what was on top were just ornamental, saucer size, very small plates. I've seen them since in antique places, but I don't have any.
And tell me this, would you take down any of those willow pattern plates and use them at Christmas time?
No. Too much trouble. And anyway, the days of me cooking a big turkey is gone. I usually manage to get a dinner somewhere.
And I can't help but notice your Child of Prague, the Virgin Mary and St. Martin as well.
Oh, they're very important. They came out of the old house actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you use St. Martin if there was a sick animal or anything on the farm? Or?
Well, maybe they did, but I don't. I pray to all of them.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I know.
And is there anything else in the dresser you want to show me before I turn this joke off?
Well, I had 3 of those egg cups, but the third one met with an accident and I couldn't fix it.
And where did you get the egg cups from?
Oh, they were here in this house as well.
And you've got a photograph there in your hand.
Oh, that's my husband, John Collender.
And when did John pass away?
John passed away 13 years ago. And he was a great man. He was very handy with his hands too, and very intelligent.
And a proud Waterford man?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah. Very
much so. He was always too busy to go playing hurling and football, but when he was playing it, he was good at it. And he was going to the Christian Brothers in Dungarvan, and the headman came out to his parents one day on his bike to tell him they should stop him because he'll get killed. He had no fear at all. And he'd face anything. So anyway, he started hunting rabbits then. There was a big market for rabbits during the war. Yeah. So that's what he started. They had great fun at it, himself and a couple of local lads.
And would it sell him into a buyer in Waterford and Dungarvan?
Oh, fellas just come around for them.
Yeah.
About twice a week, I think.
Yeah. And did they go out with dogs or did they go out with lights?
Well, John was always included because he had a great ship.
Yeah.
She was marvellous, very quick and great. She knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. Lovely. Well, that's lovely to have that. And did he mind you bringing the dresser into the house?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. He helped to bring it in.
That's a shout.
He'd rather I do that than go buy a new one. To be a lot cheaper.
A smart man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Come here, Madge. Thanks a million for showing me that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
It was nice meeting you, Michael.
No, but likewise. And it's a gorgeous dresser, and I'm going to have to admire it once more again. How nice it is. And most importantly, how big it is, Marge.
It's very big, yeah.
Oh,
it's very big. For a small house,
Yeah.
you know.
Fits perfect though.
But then they were always entertaining.
Yeah. This was a Cayley house, was it?
Oh,
A
well,
rambling house.
not so much dancing as storytelling.
All right.
And fellas would come a long distance here. They call twice a year or something from Clashmore or somewhere just for the laugh. And, you know, and from anywhere, from Bochadoon or Balnamult or anywhere, they'd call along. They had friends everywhere. You know, they were into horses and they were into fun, and they were great fun. And one of them was an outstanding dancer.
Right.
And I'm sure Tom could dance too, but I never saw him dancing.
So that, and do you ever, I suppose you could regard that as Hackett's dresser, would it be?
Oh, it is, yeah. I'm sure it was made for that family whenever it was made. You know, the landlord would have put the Hacketts here, just as they did other families around here. At what time, I don't know. They took them from congested areas in West Waterford, Ballysaggart, that kind of place. It was in between the hills, and there was a big, when Cromwell was around, people were being put into Ballysaggart, evicted and going in there.
Yeah.
So then, later times, when land became available, they went over and got a hard-working young family to come here and work the farm for them, you know. The landlords did. So it was the landlords put them here, really.
So only for that then, I suppose.
Yeah, they kept pigs too, and sheep.
Yeah.
They were a jack of all trades.
The Hacketts. And what are their names again?
Jim and Tom.
Jim and Tom.
Yeah.
Hackett.
Jim was the funny fella and Tom was the boss.
Actually, you need that.
And I told you too about that.
Oh yes, God, thanks for
when they were
reminding me.
sitting down at night, they used to be making sheep spancels out of old bags.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it every night, but they do it now and again, because sheep, they would be putting the sheep out in the land and didn't want them going over fences. It isn't, but they kept their fences very well. And they put a candle there one night. The electricity went off, and they stood, you know, spilt a bit of candle grease and plopped the candle on top of it. And then the electricity came back, and they went to bed and forgot about the candle. And all that place was smouldering away in the morning. The candle had fallen into the drawer and put out the flame as it fell. The flame, otherwise the house would be gone up and they wouldn't know it.
Jeez, they were lucky, man.
Yeah, it was very lucky. It was very lucky for them anyway. But they maintained all the outhouses. Everything was beautifully maintained and painted every year, you know.
Brilliant.
When they were young, while they were able. And I remember like that.
God. And do you remember that when that story happened, when the fire?
Oh no, that's old.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the generation before them, but that's exactly what happened.
They were making spancels, yeah.
Well, they had electricity. When did electric current come along?
Probably the 50s or 60s, I'd say.
Oh yeah, 60s I'd say.
Yeah.
I remember it at home coming around anyway.
Brilliant. Listen, come here, I'll leave you alone, and thanks for showing me that.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much. And we'll have the tea, won't we?
You will now, yeah. Go and get it, lad.
da 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 da